Progressive Skills in English.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of theme 2. Today we will be working on our reading section, which is the personality and behavior. The first thing we're going to be doing is reviewing vocabulary. All the words below are connected with sociology or psychology, and we're going to complete and say each word of the following exercise. So number 1,
alone,
number 2,
human,
number 3,
family,
number 4,
belong.
number 5,
It would be something like culture. No, I don't think it's culture.
maybe colleague,
Yeah, colleague, thank you.
number 6,
Behavior,
number 7,
reunion,
number 8,
individual,
number 9,
relationship,
and lastly number 10.
neighborhood.
Thank you very much. Now moving on to the next exercise, we have recognizing patterns. For number 1, we have what kind of word can come in each space below. So the following sentences we have number A, they are,
And after they are, plural noun should be put.
thank you. Number B,
She is happy, and nothing should be put between verb to be and the adjective. So she is happy.
thank you very much. Number C,
I should start the sentence with a subject. It would be he came late or the boy came late.
correct. Number D,
He's a very happy person, for example. So after very, I should put an adjective.
correct. Number E,
What's your opinion? After your or after any possessive pronoun, I should put a noun.
like what is your name also.
Exactly.
And finally, number F,
Do you a lot? Here we have a helping verb like do and we have a subject. So after that, I should put a verb. For example, do you think a lot? Do you read a lot?
thank you very much. That's very perfect. Now we're going to be meeting our first vocabulary box for this episode. You're going to be seeing it in front of you and I'll be reading it with you. So first thing we have everybody, height, kind, miserable, nobody, rarely, rude, teenager, usually, wait, and worry. Now to apply these words from the vocabulary box, we're going to be moving on to the next exercise, which is we're going to be finding the words from that box for each space in the sentences that you're going to be seeing in front of you right now. And we're going to make any necessary changes if needed. So for sentence A, they are.
They are teenagers or they are kind.
Okay, sentence B.
She is very happy or she is usually happy.
Thank you. Number C.
Nobody came late or everybody came late.
Number D.
He's a very kind person.
Number E.
What's your, I can say, what's your height?
Okay, number F.
Do you worry a lot?
Thank you very much. And now we're going to be moving on to the next point, which is developing vocabulary. We're going to see the connection between each pair of words. So now you're going to see the words in front of you, and for the first one, we have kind and unkind.
They are opposites.
Thank you. And number 2, we have always and never.
Opposites.
Number 3, usually and often.
Near words.
Number 4, everybody and no one.
Opposites.
Number 5, everyone and everybody.
Synonyms.
Number 6, height and weight.
Related words.
And number 7, physically and mentally.
Opposites.
Thank you very much. Now moving on to the reading section, we're going to be reading an article together, and then after that we're going to be doing some post-reading activities.
Now, our reading article is entitled as Why Do People Like You? As a person, you are actually 4 zones. You are a body, you are a brain, you are a personality, and you are a behavior. What is a person? Everyone is a body with a face. Everyone has a brain. Everyone has a personality. Everyone has normal behavior. Things they do or say all the time. So everyone is a combination of 4 things. Which part of a person is the most important? People often think, my body is the most important thing. They worry about their weight or their height. They say things like, I don't like my hair, or my mouth, or my ears. People sometimes worry about their brains. They say things like, I'm stupid because I can't do math, or I can't remember names, or I can't understand science. People do not often think about their personality or their behavior. So, when people think about themselves, they usually think about the body and the brain. However, most people rarely think about other people in that way. When people think about other people, they usually think about their personality and behavior. When they like someone, they often think things like, he's a kind person. She's always happy. He often helps people. She never says bad things about people. When they don't like someone, they say things like, he's unkind. She's always depressed. He never helps people. She always says bad things about people. Remember, when people think about you, they don't think about your body or your brain. They think about your personality and your behavior. Don't worry about your body or your brain. If you want people to like you, perhaps you need to change your personality and your behavior.
Since we have read the article, now let's begin with some activating ideas. Number 1, read the heading and then answer the question in the heading. Why do people like you?
Well, from the article, people mostly like us because of our personality and our behavior.
That's very correct. Now moving on to the second question. What sort of information do you expect to find in the article? Tick 1 or more.
Facts, ideas, opinions, and advice.
Thank you. Now to the third question. What tenses will be in the text and why?
Most of the tenses here will be into the present simple and the present perfect, because we are talking about facts and life experiences.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the next exercise, we have making and checking hypothesis. Okay, so now for the first question, we're going to reread the first paragraph, and then we're going to answer the following. What question will the article answer?
Well, it is, what is a person?
Okay. Number 2, what is your answer to the question?
For me, a person is not only a personality and not only a behavior. I think that body and brain are very important to the person as well.
That's a very perfect answer. Thank you so much. So for the next one, we're going to read the rest of the article. And according to the text, we're going to be answering the following questions. So number A, which part of a person is the most important?
Well, this differs. For the person himself, he mostly thinks about his brain and his body. But for people, they think about his personality or his behavior.
Okay. To the second question, what do people often say about themselves?
They often think about what they can do and what they can't do and how do they look like.
Thank you. Number C, what do people often think about other people?
People often think about other people in the way about they behave. For example, if they are kind or not, if they're helpful or not, and about their personalities.
Thank you. So now moving on to the next point, we're going to be understanding vocabulary in context. You're going to be seeing some words in front of you right now, and we're going to find the words below in the text, matching each word to a definition. So number 1, personality.
Personality is the things you do all the time.
Okay. Number 2, normal.
Normal is usual, happening all the time.
Yes. Number 3, combination.
Joining together.
Okay. Number 4, worry.
Think about in a bad way.
Yes. Number 5, like.
It would be, for example, the opposite of hate.
Okay. Number 6, etc.
There are other examples.
Okay. Number 7, stupid.
Not intelligent.
Number 8, behavior.
The things that you do all the time.
Number 9, rarely.
Not very often.
And finally, number 10, usually.
Usual, something like happening all the time.
That's very much correct. Thank you so much for that. And now we're going to have another vocabulary box, and you're going to see it in front of you, and we'll read them together. So the first word we have body, and then brain, eye, hair, help, month, never, normal, often, stupid.
Now we will have some more insights about some personality adjectives. When you describe a person by being something, this is called a trait. A good trait would be like a kind person, so kindness is a good trait, and a bad trait would be being aggressive, so aggression is a bad trait. We will hear the adjective and its abstract noun and maybe its opposite as well. So aggressive, the adjective, the noun would be aggression. And what would be the opposite to aggressive? A person who is calm. Educated, this is the adjective. The abstract noun is education, and the opposite will be uneducated. Friendly, this is the adjective. What would be the noun or the abstract noun? Friendliness, and unfriendly would be the opposite. Happy, the adjective. The noun would be happiness, and unhappy would be the opposite. Helpful, helpfulness, unhelpful. Helpless would give a totally different meaning. Intelligent, adjective. The noun would be intelligence, and the opposite would be stupid or unintelligent. Rude, this is the adjective. The noun would be rudeness, and the opposite would be polite or decent. Truthful, adjective. The noun would be truthfulness, and the opposite would be something like being a liar or doesn't tell the truth. Thank you.